Oh, boy, I remember my first job. I was in a folk music trio. Hey, how about Here's to You, Mrs. Fleckenstein?
Yeah, you've been pitching that for an hour, but it's just not a very attractive name.
Oh, fine. And I suppose we're also not going with parsley, sage, rosemary, and Lowry's seasoning salt. That's it, I'm going to Nam.
Now your turn, and do it how I like.
Okay.
Yeah, don't wash the mouthpiece.
I thought you were still out on the road.
I was, but then I thought, what was Simon without Garfunkel?
Wildly successful?
Yeah, but all that success would mean nothing if I lost my best friend.
But in other news, domestic abuse enthusiast Paul Simon has released a new song inspired by a memoir written by Quahog's own Peter Griffin, who has been falsely imprisoned by his father-in-law in an African jail.
For God's sake.
I bet there's not one word about you in that book.
There's a great man locked up in a cell. The African folks all know him well. He's a great spirit with a lot to say. That's why they locked Peter Griffin away. There's a breeze that's in the air. Peter Griffin in my hair. Peter Griffin up my nose. In my lungs and down to my toes. Peter Griffin in my skin. Everybody breathe him in. Peter Griffin, freedom for Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin, let my Peter go.
What are you talking about? I'm a natural leader. That's why I'm so good at leading Simon Says. Simon Says, leave the band.
But I've taken on bigger challenges, like playing a game of Paul Simon Says.
Paul Simon says Art Garfunkel is a loser.
Oh, come on, Paul. It's been 40 years. Let it go.
Paul Simon says I wrote all the songs.
We know that. No one is denying you credit.
Paul Simon says 5'2" is the cutoff for being really short, not 5'3".
You know what? I'm bored. I'm going to play Simon Cowell Says.
Simon Cowell says men should wear low V-necks and have breasts.
Thank you for One Direction.